Hi guys, it's Amy Katie 214. Um, this video is going to be different from my other ones as this will not be an animation. This will instead be me talking um, with the camera, which I have not done in a while. So bear with me if I do stutter a bit and don't explain things right. So this video, I am going to be talking about what had happened between me and PM313. Obviously, a lot of people are now wondering, why am I now talking about this? Why couldn't I talk about it earlier? I could have talked about it earlier, but a lot of things were going on in my life that I couldn't even focus on talking about this subject. I am going to do my best to explain this in the shortest way possible, but do forgive me if it does take me a while to explain of what was going on. So, over a year before we had broken up, things had started to change between us. At first, it started with communication where he wouldn't text me back nor call me. And if he were, he would do it when I was going to sleep or in the morning the next day. And at first, I thought, okay, maybe he's going through stuff in his family. That is okay. We all go through stuff during our lifetime. But as time went on, things started to get worse. So, for starters, like I said, communication. We started to argue, and the argument is where it started to kill me in a way that I was being drained. I was being mentally drained. And basically, if we were arguing, he wouldn't talk to me for a few days. There was even at one point where we were arguing so much that he didn't text or call me for a whole month. And I would try to reach out to him once, but then again, leave me on read. And I just was like, you know what? It's whatever. I'll leave him alone. 1 month of no communication between me and him. And he was still uploading videos during that time. But then we would somehow talk it out, but in a way where I didn't like it. Basically, where if we called, he would put himself on mute and instead just text me, which, in my opinion, is not healthy or good. In late 2023, I started to just give up on the relationship because I would try to help him with communication and talk with him, but he would either get upset or he would just not talk at all, leave me on read again. So at that point, I kind of just started losing feelings, sadly. And I didn't want to because we had been together for almost 7 years. 6 years at that point. But my friends, my sisters, had talked to me saying that this was not healthy, that I shouldn't be in this kind of relationship. And looking back now, I could see why it did take me so long to talk or to do something. But I wasn't thinking straight at that time because I thought I could just still save it when I realized I couldn't. In 2024 of January, things turned around so much that I now think about it couldn't even be fixed anymore. One of the things is really personal that I won't mention, but the other thing is the fact that we kept arguing a lot, and he had lied to me on something that he kept from me for months that I wasn't even aware of. And it hurt me a lot because when it comes to being in a relationship, you don't want to lie to your partner. So then, in February of 2024, I made the decision to break up with him. I was originally thinking of taking a break, but after the situation of what happened in January of 2024, I decided enough was enough and to break up with him. Before I broke up with him, I was dealing with a death, a death in the family with somebody I lost to. I was really close to the person. And I also broke up with him at that time too. And on both days, I lost a family member and broke up with who I thought I loved for almost 7 years. When I broke up with him, he didn't take it well, as we expect when it comes to relationships. And at first, I thought we could try and remain friends. And at first, I thought it may work, but over time, I realized we couldn't stay friends, nor we shouldn't talk. This brings me to explain what had happened after the breakup. And one day after we had broken up, or I had broken up with him, he had posted a video, a YouTube short, on his channel saying that we had broken up. And he had explained it in a way that I had broken up with him, which is true. I don't remember if he did give an explanation as to why. But at that point, I felt disrespected of the fact that he did this behind my back. But then I think about that I can't do anything because it's technically on him. And I wanted to post that we weren't together anymore that day too, but I was not thinking straight with losing someone in my family and the breakup. And to this day, I feel like that is my horrible week of 2024 of what had happened. But a week later, I did end up posting on my channel, on my community tab, that we did break up. I had said we had broken up because of the fact that I was not in the state to explain of why I had did it. Over the next few months, PM313 would post some stuff about me where he mentioned how he missed me and how much, I guess you could say, I affected him. And then a few days before my birthday, he would talk crap about me, saying how I don't understand him. And it was just a bunch of cuss words. And it hurt me a lot. I should point out during that time that I felt he didn't listen to me at all, nor did he care about my feelings when we were together. As I would try to tell him how I was feeling, but then I felt like he would switch it back to him of how he was feeling. And looking at the community posts that he had posted about me, I still feel that he still doesn't really think about how I was feeling during our relationship and after. So this brings me to how we are doing now. Well, as I have said, we are not talking. We have not spoken for a few months now, as I had wanted to be left alone because I had felt if we had kept talking, it would have not worked. It would have not worked. And I had felt that he still had feelings for me and tried to win me back. So all I have to say at the moment is our relationship when it was about to come into an end, it was unhealthy. It was not good. I was being mentally drained. I was feeling tired, and I think he may have given up on me and him at that point, which again led to me having to break it off with him. So that is all I have to say in this video. Thank you all for listening. I do apologize if I had stuttered a lot. And if anybody has any questions about all of this, feel free to comment and I will do my best to answer. And yeah, so this is Amy Kitty 214, and I will see you all next time. Peace.